symmetrical pattern. And because they are lined up in a symmetrical pattern, they retain energy very well. And we know that through the example of lasers, for example. They can focus, retain energy, and focus energy. And the ancients knew this. So they would use crystals to direct their own energy into storing it in the crystal. And I'm going to discuss and show you how you can do that in a minute. But crystals are not the only thing that you can store energy in. Another thing that the ancient people of many cultures, including Egyptians, later was carried on into the Hebrew culture, it's been carried on to many cultures worldwide, is oil. Now I have this, is olive oil. It is 100% virgin olive oil. It has never been cooked, so it was cold pressed. I just prefer that. I don't know if that matters, really, but I prefer cold virgin oil. And I have added some essential oils of cinnamon because I was working with that type of energy. You can add any type of essential oil to it. I've used a lot of sandalwood. I prefer sandalwood, frankincense. All of these oils and aromas actually release a type of vibration that affects your auric field, affects the energy surrounding you. And depending on your purpose and what you are trying to achieve, these energies can add to your magic. And so I can direct my energy into this oil that is in this bottle. Now I found this bottle in an antique store. I looked for something that was dark. It was this is not even really translucent, definitely not transparent. And the reason why is because when I cap it, I charge it with energy, I can store that energy better. Sunlight and transparent bottles tend to don't retain the energy as well within the oil. Now, ancient cultures knew this, and that is one of the reasons why in very many religions they will use olive oil. And most of the religions have no idea why they're using it or why it works. They will, I know that I was raised in a Christian church where they would take olive oil and you would anoint it. Now and consecrate it. And what they're actually doing during this process is, they are using their own energy that flows from the divine source that's within all of us and concentrating that energy within that oil. And then I used to have a vial and I would cap it. And if I wanted to use that oil to bless somebody or my child or something, I would use that oil. It has energy in it. Just like people from religions oftentimes will talk about the laying on of hands. They don't realize they're doing magic. They're using their energy, and oftentimes will collectively gather around a circle, put their hands on someone, bless them, whether they're priests or whether they're ministers. They're using their energy. They're doing magic. They don't call it that, but that's what they're doing. And that's what we're learning how to do, except for when you consciously do it and understand what you're doing, it is more powerful. So anyways, I use that. This is a way, and I'll go into it briefly, of how to charge your oil. I also use this, and this is called a wand. And you notice that wands are used throughout many types of pagan cultures, but wands are also used in Christian cultures. And a lot of people don't realize that. If you go and look at the Catholic Church, you look at the earliest rituals and rites of Christianity, the Pope, different people, they have pointers, and it directs energy. A conductor is using a wand when his energy is focused out on the group, and he is using that wand not just to direct people, but to lead music. And incidentally, as a side note, my father has a wand. I forgot the name of the person, but he was a famous orchestral director in New York City for nearly 40 years. I have to look up his name again. But my father can hold that director stick. And this man, who is not a pagan, probably did not even understand. He was not a mystic, didn't understand what he was doing. But over the course of that 40 to 50 years of using it, he had put so much power into that directing stick that it's still there. And that's basically what a wand is. A wand is, I put a crystal on the end of my wand. You don't necessarily need to, but this crystal maintains your energy that you use. The more you use it, it retains it. And it is a pointer, because when you point, even your finger, you are taking your energy mentally and you are directing it in a straight line, and you are pointing it at whatever you're focusing on. It's a way to concentrate your energy and direct it. That's what a wand is. It's an extension of your own arm, finger, hand. It is pointing that energy and it is directing it. And I'll use my wand during rituals when I'm trying to form a sacred symbol, whether it is the sacred symbol of the pentagram, or the sacred symbol of the hexagram, or whatever symbol that I'm incorporating into my ritual. A wand is also a really wonderful instrument in protecting yourself, because you can take your energy, direct it in a circle around your body, and you can be protected from negative forces, negative powers, the thoughts of other people that they send out to you, whether they do it consciously or not. You are forming a protection around yourself. And there are many uses for a wand, but a wand is an extension of directing that light or energy, that quantum energy that's in all things and radiates through you, directing it and using it for a purpose. I'm going to show you how to charge a wand, crystals and oils with your own energy. There are many ways. But I'm going to show you the way that I do it, that I found works best for me, and I'll explain why while I'm showing you how I do it. And then briefly I'll touch upon a few other ways that you can do it. I believe that those ways are less effective, but many people who direct energy find that they're successful for them. So there are other ways, but I'm going to show you my way. And so I hope you